Hey guys, how's it going? It's Etanyos here. Welcome to episode number 20 of this Hamilton Tigers franchise mode here. Currently in this Lottery Legends kind of stage, it's starting to pay off. As you saw last episode, not only did we almost make it to the Stanley Cup Finals, we were just a couple games off. I believe we were 3 games out. That was the number? Let me just double check. 2 games. We needed to win 2 more games to make it to the Cup Final. That would have been spectacular. Obviously, we didn't quite live up to that expectation, but looking at this team now, I think they've started to find their identity as a group. We are changing a couple things around here. Obviously, playing 2 wingers at center, simply based on the fact that their face-offs are quite good. 78 face-offs for Nico Nylakainen, and 77 face-offs from Morgan Vasakis are good enough to land them in the 3rd and 4th row center spots. The rest of this team is shaped up really well. I think one of the biggest things for this team is that we have not moved Patrik Laine. Usually that is kind of a thing we like to do, is go, oh, okay, elite player, yes, he plays a good season or 2 for us, boom, get him out of here right after. No, that's not been the case. He's been scoring over a point a game for his career, and last season put up over a point a game for us again, scored 50 goals, and that was very valuable for our team in the regular season heading into the playoffs. So that was a trend back when you look throughout this entire franchise mode, was that, we just traded elite players away right away to get prospects. We don't need to get prospects anymore, so we can keep Laine for another 2 years, which is spectacular because the last time we had a guy that scored really well for us that wasn't a Hamilton prospect or, kind of Hamilton-grown talent, was Johnny Gaudreau, and we traded him the year after to land Mikhail Savan, which, made sense. It was a good trade, but at the same time, we kind of bombed out of the playoffs for a year after that, and that kind of hurt. And then the year after, we got a round 1 exit. So, having a guy like Laine here, a slightly older kind of veteran presence. He's not like a super veteran. He's only 28. But you look at throughout this entire forward core, and he is the oldest forward there. And he's honestly the oldest player in this entire team. We've got one of the youngest groups in the entire NHL, as all of these players are Hamilton-grown talents, aside from Laine and maybe Boone Jenner here. So yeah, the team is looking really good right now. I'm excited to see what the Tigers can do moving forward here. And the other thing is the AHL has shaped up extremely nice as well. We've got new guys in like Dominic Siklanka, who else here? Chandler Sanders, Samu Hakana. We landed a bunch of good players in the last draft or 2, and they're going to get into the team here. A guy like Joakim Tuomainen is going to be a great piece for this Markham Lions team, and hopefully they can just, keep winning games down in the AHL, promoting growth, and hopefully getting more guys into the team. I expect Sadikov to make the NHL next year. Obviously, we have a guy like Jan Bednar playing backup right now. He is a couple years older. He's got 2 years on Sadikov, but he's not got that same elite potential that Abister or anybody does. We paid Abister handsomely, but we'll see if he lives up to that. If he doesn't, he could become a trade piece available, but I don't think that's going to be the case here, as really our team is poised to do very well again. Looking through the draft here, none of these pieces are players we really need, so we're kind of just going to ignore the draft for the most part this season. We don't need to land anybody crazy good. It'd be funny, there is a guy named Henrik Bang. I wonder if he's Lars Bang's brother or cousin or something like that. That would be interesting to see. But anyways, we are going to jump into pretty much a full season sim. I think I might show it on camera, just speed it up, because really this Hamilton team has got a ton of potential. We want to see if the highest placement they have placed out of this entire career, or this entire franchise mode, was last year, was the first time that they placed in the top 10 in the league, placing 4th. And that was also the first time they broke 100 points on a season and got 50 wins. So they had 51 to be exact, but we want to see if this team can become President's Trophy winners. I think they have the talent to do so. It's more just if they can get this mentality down that we are going to win everything. That is going to be the biggest thing that really affects this team for the near and long-term future. So the preseason doesn't go as well as planned. Who really cares about preseason, to be honest? I certainly don't. Obviously, a good preseason would promote that your team's going to play well, but you never know. So, yeah, we'll just get over to the regular season now. I'm really not worried about the draft class. We kind of just want to see our prospects grow here now. So, yeah, I'm not worried about landing elite players here anymore. I think we have a very good group together, and I don't think that we are going to need to land a lot more talent to be successful. I think we have pretty much all our pieces in place, and I believe that this team can eventually win a Stanley Cup. Maybe not this year, but I've got about a 3-year timeline on this group for whether or not they can get things together and win games. Looking at the group overall, our defense has got to be one of the most well-rounded in the league. Having that high franchise defenseman there on the blue line, 6'4" Nicholas Matsumoto, alongside guys like Carson Lambos, Dwight Dayton, Callie Gilson, Lars Bang, and Lars Dahl, that's going to be an insanely effective group for the entirety of the season when it comes to shutting down other teams' best players. So we are going to jump into a full season sim. I think we're going to cut it into quarters here, so we're going to do 21 games, 20 games, 21 games, and then 20 games again to end off the season, but let's see how it goes.
There's a distance between us. It's getting hard to reach out. Haven't seen you in seasons, but all I hear is your voice.
Okay, so first 21 games of the season, the Tigers do very well, winning 13 out of 21. Also getting 2 extra points there in other games, but Mikhail Savan looks like he's off to a very hot start here. Obviously, there are a couple teams ahead of us at this point. I would say 3 in the Devils, Rangers, well, even Penguins, you could say, and Sharks and Golden Knights are all right there. Boston's on our tail as well, as we really did drop a lot of games in the last 7 or 8 games of the first quarter of the season there. Yeah, it was not good. We lost 3 out of 5, or 7 out of, or no, how many did we lose? 5 out of 7. That's not good. But before that, you look, we went 1, 2, 3, 4 in a row, did lose 1 to Vancouver, and then went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Got an 8-game point streak there, so that was very good. We were off to a hot start. And, I just want to see how the lines are kind of mixing together here, if they're all performing well. Matsumoto, holy jeez. Besides that, Lafreniere's off to a good start. Brian Steeves and Slaney, I don't understand why these guys cannot put up numbers like their counterpart here in Mikhail Savan. Doesn't exactly make sense to me, but at the same time, I'm not complaining that a 95 rated Mikhail Savan is performing to literally the best of his abilities right now. I expect him to keep doing that as a number 1 overall pick at that size and that skill level. And, well, let's see how the next quarter of the season goes here with this team, as things seem to be clicking pretty well so far.
I know my limits, you can break me down, but I'll stay till the finish line. And I've been counting minutes for quite some time now, just to see you again. And I've been counting days to get away, to see you again, see you again. Been finding ways to get away, to see you again.
So at the halfway point of the season, the Tigers are projecting pretty well as they've won 26 games, lost 10, and lost 5 in overtime or shootouts. Really, the team is doing about as good as they could right now. I mean, yes, we did have some, tough losses here, especially to Vancouver, man. Like, geez, okay, but overall, we've been losing tight games. We've been winning by bigger margins usually, but this team is projecting very well as of right now. They are currently, let's see, there's what? Tied for first with the New York Rangers, but the Rangers do have a game in hand as well, so that would be actually, no, there's a couple teams that have a game in hand, but Mikhail Savan hitting about as even a season as you can see here. He's projecting for 100 at this point, which is good. I don't know if he's going to actually hit that. You never know, man. It's always interesting to see how players project. Nicholas Matsumoto is having a career year right now. He's already almost scored as many points as he has in previous years, and we're only halfway through the season. So yeah, he's definitely going to be in the in the Norris race. I don't know if he's going to win it, but Mikhail Savan with 50 and 41 is pretty solid. I'm going to assume that there's higher scorers still. Oh yeah, Anton Lundell, holy jeez, for a 10th overall pick, he has done about as good as he possibly could have. And besides that, yeah, lots of guys in here with lots of points, and that makes it difficult, obviously, for anybody on our team to win anything. They gotta start stepping it up if they're going to. So, yeah, I cannot believe Anton Lundell's doing that well in San Jose right now. My God, took him a while, but he finally found his stride. And I want to see what the Norris kind of picture is looking like, if Matsumoto's close or not. I honestly want to say he's probably not. He is fairly close. He's 5 points behind Quinn Hughes, but Quinn Hughes, as we have seen before, has scored some pretty stupidly good numbers with So Savan's on his tail, giving him a run for his money, and that's what you'll like to see. Or Savan, I keep saying Savan, it's Matsumoto. Anyways, we got the third and fourth quarters of the season coming up here. Really, I'm not worried about the draft class. I'm worried about our team's performance, and let's see what the next 21 games bring.
We got millions of reasons to let it all go. Hope we're not too broken. I know I'm not always strong, and I've been counting days to get away, to see you again, been finding ways to get away, to see you again.
So, 3/4 of the way through the season, the Tigers have only racked up 35 wins and have fallen to second in their division. As, not spectacular performances here. Obviously, Savan missed a game there, but that didn't make a difference. We are trailing quite a few teams now, and I'm not impressed with that because, really, this team should be winning more games than they are, and it kind of asks the question of, is this team going to be good enough to win the President's Trophy or anything, really? And it's not looking like it right now, especially with other teams like Like San Jose, they're way ahead of us with 86 points. We're currently sitting in 6th. But we got a lot of teams to catch here still, and it's not looking promising at this point. So, we got to win games. We got to do better. And how on earth is a team like Pittsburgh third in the league? I'm sorry. Like, if Matt Murray's 92 rated, okay. Like, I understand him stealing games on a consistent basis, but still, like, come on, man. I want to actually check these teams out. So, San Jose, Tampa, New Jersey, who else is in there? Pittsburgh, and wow, Zykov has turned out nicely for them. But, no, the teams you're looking at were, who's ahead of us here? New Jersey was a team that was ahead of us. Okay, like, that's fair. That's fair. They got some good players still. Taylor Hall's in there. They got a good group. Don't get me wrong. They do have a very good group of players. Carter Hart is quite good too. But like, man, like Tony DeAngelo is an 88 overall. Nick Ritchie is an 89 overall. Don't ask me how. Okay, Capo Caco, high elite. Yikes, this is a nice team there. And Tyler Parsons in net, looking very good. Pittsburgh somehow ahead of us. Don't ask me how, because I can't tell you how, but they are. Yeah, that one's not impressive, or not impressing me anyways. Anton Lundell is having a career year. He's already got 88 points. My God. And then, okay, yeah, Erik Karlsson's done. There's no way he scores as much as he has in the past. Like, yeah, okay. And besides that, Tampa was the other team. Man, Tampa's time is almost done here. They are not, like, they are not the team they used to be. That is for sure. Yeah, no, they've definitely looked better, but Vasilevsky still holds them in multiple games by the looks of it. So, those are the teams we are chasing still at this point. San Jose is really quite a ways ahead of us or anybody else at this point. They are clear by 4 points, so that's 2 games in hand. So we have to get on at least a 5-game win streak here. We're probably going to need about 10 more wins if we're going to go anywhere. Oh, no. Okay. So, to end off the 2026/27 season, the Tigers break their point record yet again. Not their win record, though, and really we will get to see where they placed because I did not pay attention in the bottom corner of the screen there. Mikhail Savan breaks our team scoring record in a single season with 45, 45, and 81 games for 90 points. That is very beautiful to see. And, oh, the Tigers are so close, but they don't win it. The Devils do. No. Actually, San Jose could surpass us if they win too, so we might not even place second. Oh, that one stings, man. That one just straight up stings. And the Sharks did surpass us. Shoot. Okay, so, I mean, we improved off of last season. We finished 4th last year. We finished 3rd this year. It's good, but it's not perfect, and that's what we are trying to push for with this team. Obviously, only 49 wins doesn't seem like that many, but it worked. And, I mean, 11 11 extra points gained there is crazy. My man Nicholas Matsumoto, man, putting up 82 points in his season. That's what we like to see. Oh, baby. Okay. For the entire league, Austin Matthews goes off. Anton Lundell kind of regressed a little there. Didn't, get to what he was projecting to. Wow, Kavusari is up to a high elite now. He's a sniper, right? Yeah. He is playing with some very high-skilled players, to be fair. But, Quinn Hughes, I hate you. I hate you. You're going to take the Norris yet again from Matsumoto, which is just wrong, especially when we look at, the team and how they did. Oh, and Makar beat him by 1 point. Damn it. Okay. So, yeah, Nicholas Matsumoto in that conversation for one of the best offensive defense in the league. The next question should be, plus minus and, just player efficiencies, really. So I would say Makar might end up winning it. But at the same time, Mikhail Savan had 70 assists. That's insane. So I don't know exactly how the awards are going to work out. It'll be interesting to see. But yeah, 90 points from Savan. Pretty solid, if I do say so. I would have liked... Yeah, we will probably see a 100-point season out of him at some point here. Rookie skaters, Mika Hakken, I think is how you say it, puts up a crazy good year with 71 points in his rookie season. Jesus. Florida had him sitting there for a year or so. And then besides that, any other, elite kind of talents? Just Kron, really. Okay, so... Looking at the goalies, Carter Hart has 44 wins. Didn't look like our goalies placed anywhere near that. Yeah, Bister only had 34 in 61 games. So, yeah, pretty low overalls for the goalies there. Usually they do a little bit better than that. But, New Jersey won the Presidents. So, that would be the reason why Carter Hart had so many wins. And yes, we finished top of our division finally. I don't remember the last time that happened, but that looks really good for us. And we finished third there in the league behind, of course, San Jose and New Jersey. Don't ask me how New Jersey ended up there. I honestly get the feeling they could be exiting the playoffs in the first round. And, there's a lot of teams that could probably beat them. Like Edmonton's got a very solid team, but they're not in our conference. The Rangers dropped off incredibly. That's not good for them. Geez, Pittsburgh could upset a team. Florida definitely could upset a team. They have got a very good group there with Hakken and Kavusari and Ekblad Parenko. Their goaltending's a little weak, though, Linus Ullmark, I will say that. Washington did add Charlie McAvoy, I believe. Maybe he's injured right now, but they traded away Tom Wilson, and it wasn't Vrana, it was... I can't remember who else they traded away. Okay, wait, what? Hold on. Wait, no, that doesn't look right. I just saw a trade. Okay, maybe it was on another sim. I'm tripping right now, apparently. So, Tigers finished third. That's about the best they've done. That is the best they've done so far. Highest point total, highest scoring from any of our players, and it's looking good here. So, next episode, the Tigers will be taking on none other than... I'm going to say I don't know who is fourth in our division. It will be, let's see. We didn't finish first in our conference? Oh, our conference. Okay. I thought they meant our division. I was like, what, really? Yeah, no, we finished second in our conference. But we will be taking on Florida first, so that's going to be a tough series. We beat the Panthers before. Obviously, we did that. When was that? That was last year, I guess, wasn't it? Yeah, first round we beat them in 7. And, we're going to have to do that again if this team is going to go anywhere. So, it's looking good. We do want to go check out Florida, obviously. They've got some very good players. And I'm not looking forward to this series, but at the same time, I think we stand a fairly good chance. Kavusari scored, 98 points. And Barkov was probably right there alongside him. not quite 91. Not as, spectacular as this year before with 114, but yeah, definitely some good players in this team. I'm not looking forward to this series. It is going to be a fun one. They got Jonathan Taves playing fourth line for them, so that might help. And really, it's going to be battle of the defense here, as we got Ekblad, a number 1 overall defenseman, being picked in 2014, going up against Nicholas Matsumoto, a number 1 defenseman being picked in 2019, I believe. So yeah, 5-year difference. Honestly, we should be lighting this team up, but they're missing some big name players there in both Nestorov and Dennis Malgin. So yeah, if we can exploit their weaknesses, I think this team stands a very good chance of beating them early on here in this series. And looking at the other series here, New Jersey and New York is going to be a fun one for sure. Tampa and Toronto, and we got a Washington and Pittsburgh series there too. Edmonton, San Jose is going to be a tough series, I would think. And I don't know between Vancouver and Anaheim who's going to win that one. I would predict Colorado, and I would probably predict Arizona. Actually, I don't know. Man. We'll see how it goes, but that will be next episode. If you guys are enjoying this series so far, please go down below. Consider subscribing to the channel if you're new, and also leave a like on the video if you made it to the end. And feel free to leave comments. I love reading your guys' comments and hearing what you have to say. But that is going to be it for me. This is Etanyos signing out, and see ya!